2009, second year of university, and the beers had hit deep. And I'll be honest with you, I was not comfortable in my skin. So I was in Mainhead gym. It was a rugby gym. The lads are slamming and crashing weights next to me. I'm on the treadmill trying to get an absolute sweat on. I hate running, but I'm running because I know this is what makes fat cry, right? And all I can smell right now is the Burger King Whopper literally dripping, oozing out of my skin. And I vividly remember finishing like 15, 20 minutes on that treadmill and wanting to vom. Got home after mum picked me up because I didn't have a car at the time, and sat down on the sofa, passed out for a few hours, and then had a pizza and went to bed. That was my first experience of cardio, and possibly my last, because it doesn't work for me for fat loss. And then today I'm going to tell you about how I don't use cardio, and instead why steps are king. What's up guys, my name is Rohan Verma. I'm an online coach who's been coached for the last 6 years, but also a 12-year qualified dentist, and I help people like yourself, doctors, dentists and lawyers, and busy mums and dads who generally have a life, have kids, have jobs that they care about, career goals, get into the shape of their life. And I've got a fair few clients behind me who back up that, you know what, fitness doesn't have to be that complicated, and actually the simple methods can work the best. Just like you can see me here, who's just dropped in the last 14 weeks 10 kilos without doing any single cardio. Why? Steps are king. So let's take you on that journey. Point number one, see, cardio is great, and everyone has been told in the past cardio is what makes fat cry, I think. Yes, cardio is great, and I think it's wonderful. And if you've got some cardiovascular goals, you want to improve your fitness, please utilize it. I run once a week. But if you're using it for fat loss, I don't think it's the smartest tool. And let me explain to you why. Your life already is ridden with stress. Emails every 2 minutes, patients coming outside your door waiting for you because you're running late, kids crying, waking up in the middle of the night, sleep regressions, toddlers with snotty noses. Your life is constantly from hurdle to hurdle, plate to plate, stress to stress. Now we want to introduce something which is even more stressful, which you may not love. And for those who love running, ignore me for a second. But most people, when they do cardio, they don't actually enjoy it. And yeah, the first week or two, you might be super motivated because you have this goal of changing your body and getting in shape, maybe for your friend's wedding or your trip to Ibiza with the lads. Ibiza! But the reality is, what you're able to manage consistently over time will always trump, because consistency is king. So are you going to run for the next 10, 12, 13, 14 weeks that you need to be able to get you into the shape that you want? Only you know. If it's yes, dude, do it. But if you know that you're going to give up after 2 weeks because life will life, and that will be a fundamental consistent in your life, then think about what is going to be manageable. For me, steps always wins. A walking pad, getting some steps in the morning, doing it on between your breaks, doing it after work whilst watching TV or some Netflix or listening to a podcast. It's easy, it's low-hanging fruit, and you can do it anywhere. Steps are king. The second thing you don't realize is that when you start running or doing any form of cardiovascular exercise or training, initially, let's just say you do 3K. The first week or two, you find it hard. Your lungs are bursting. They feel uncomfortable. It's really, really difficult. Notice how by the third or the fourth week, those same 3K or 4K runs suddenly now become a lot easier. See, what happens, your body is very smart and very good at adapting. See, you will be getting fitter and your body will be adapting to that new workout. So then for you to be able to push and create more challenge, you're going to have to run further and further. Is that going to be something that you can manage? This is again where I feel like steps is something you can keep doing on a much more simple and a much more manageable scale. And when I'm saying you're getting fitter, I'm not necessarily saying you're getting leaner. You're just getting better at being able to do those cardiovascular challenging exercises. So if you're looking for body compositional goals, again, think of the steps. Now, this is just another one of the points which we cover in the RV Fitness Fat Loss Guide, which is, by the way, and very conveniently placed in the description below just for you. This is a guide which honestly is super easy, super simple, dispels a lot of myths and gives you some manageable, 5 points, in fact, manageable points that you can integrate into your day-to-day life, which I guarantee if you do them really well for a realistic period of time, will help you see incredible results. And let's not forget point number 3. You may experience this, and I've noticed this myself when I started running last year. Running and cardiovascular endurance style exercises make you hungry as heck. I'm telling you, dude, the hunger pangs after a run are real. So let's just say you've done a 20-minute run. You've burnt, I don't know, arbitrary number here, bear with me, 200 calories. That took 20 minutes. Fam, a Mars bar, well over 200 calories. Down in seconds. Why? Because the cravings hit deep. That's how cardiovascular fitness is great when you run, but it's not necessarily amazing for fat loss. It's so easy to get hungry. It's so easy to get more cravings when you're doing these runs and these challenging exercises. But if you're trying to hit fat loss, I'll be honest with you, the low-hanging fruit of steps are much more manageable to the body. They're not systemically as taxing, and you'll find that your cravings and those hunger pangs are a lot less. think smart. So I've talked a lot about running today. So what's the solution? Number one, get your bum down to the link in the description and download the RV Fitness Guide, obviously. Number two, understand that the thing that's going to help you is going to be controlled calorie intake, resistance training, and an increased output. The one that you can manage, the one that you can sustain, and the one that you can do for not just a day, not just a week, but several weeks at a time, maybe months. And if this type of advice, this honest, fluff-free, gimmick-free advice was the sort of information you like listening to, drop me a follow, drop me a subscribe, as this is what we do on this channel. Simple, manageable advice for people like yourselves to integrate to their day-to-day life. And I will catch you in the next video. Peace.